It is an extremely painful disease of the nervous system, RSD, reflex sympathetic dystrophy, and it is but one of the painful conditions Paula Abdul is being treated for. She says pain, along with fatigue, explains what many consider some rather bizarre public behaviors. In a wide-ranging interview, the 46-year-old Abdul dealt head-on with even the most troubling videos of herself.
Good morning, Paula Abdul, live in New York City.
It was this interview in January of 2007, viewed millions of times on YouTube, that persuaded many Paula Abdul was on something.
So tell us, what are you looking forward to this season?
How about a lot of you coming in? It's a wild party where you are.
Why do you think we're so bad here? That's not true.
You know what? They say, listen, any publicity is good publicity. You got to learn to eat it up and embrace it and say, Seattle had the best delusional people.
Paula Abdul says what you are seeing here on her reality show is her exhausted after dozens of satellite interviews, battling a technical goof-up that resulted in her answering questions from TV anchors in 2 cities simultaneously.
It was all too fun to loop me together, and all of a sudden I'm made to be this looped out girl that's out to lunch, drugged, you know.
So let me just ask you the question straight up so we have it absolutely crystal clear. You have not abused prescription pills?
Never. Never.
You have not consumed alcohol before going on the air?
Never. I've never been drunk in my life. I don't like, it's not my thing. I wish Simon would have come clean at that time and said, come on, everybody. I was joking. Then I would have had a much easier time.
Did you go to him and ask him?
You bet I did.
He didn't.
That's his choice. He finally did when it was well and done. You know, he finally said, I didn't mean it. I was joking. But that was like a year, slightly over a year later, when all the damage had been done.
Who was taking care of you during these 8 seasons?
The truth, Cynthia, is that there's never been a Paula for a Paula. Never been a Paula for Paula.
In fact, many wonder, with the introduction of a new judge this year,
All right, boo, boo, boo.
Kara Diaguadi, if idol producers are more interested in replacing Abdul than protecting her. So were you consulted before they added the 4th judge?
Well, yes. You want to know when? I just got out of the hospital this past August. I had 3 days to pack and go on the road. I found out on the way to the airport.
To the season's auditions?
To go to the first city.
Well, I wouldn't say that's consultation. I'd say that's being informed.
That's
you
being
weren't
informed.
asked.
No, nor was Randy. Randy found out, I believe, like hours before me.
Were you mad?
I thought that respectfully, all of us as a group maybe we could even figure this out together.
Further indications of a strained relationship between Paula and idol producers surfaced when an obsessed Abdul fan, she says a stalker, was permitted to audition.
Big wheel keep on turning.
She says over her objection.
I don't think any artist on earth could sing with that much metal in your mouth anyway. You have so much metal in your mouth.
She's got braces. It's not so much metal.
Yeah, but it's metal.
It's braces. Yeah. People have them.
People have braces.
Yeah, but can you sing with all those in?
Yes.
Yeah, people can.
That's like a bridge. I mean, it's...
What?
Could I do another song to show you something different?
No.
The woman committed suicide last fall in front of Abdul's house. Paula talked to Barbara Walters a few weeks afterwards on her Sirius radio program.
I said, this girl is a stalker of mine, and please do not let her in. And there were people, everyone knew. I mean, I was shaking. And they thought it would, for entertainment value.
Who's they?
Producers.
You mean they put you in peril because it would be fun?
Fun for them to cause me stress.
Did you warn the show that this was someone who'd been stalking you?
I'm not at liberty to speak about this right now because it's still an ongoing police investigation. It's tragic. There will be a day when I can talk about it. There will be a day. I just can't do it now.
But meanwhile, the show goes on. The question is, will Paula be a part of it next year?
Cynthia, this is my last season under contract.
When we come back. Paula Abdul told me her true kryptonite is her powerful bond with the fans, and she does have fans, millions of them. Paula is herself a powerful brand, and as you're about to see, that brand is expanding. But what about Idol? Will her fans still be able to find her there?
This is really cool because we are in a very narrow hallway. Tom Bergeron, Dancing with the Stars, right here. Paula Abdul, as you see, right here. We throw things at each other's door in hopes that the door opens up and we can nail each other. That's the kind of stuff I do on my time getting ready for the show. Come on in. This is my pink palace that Simon picked the color palette for. Thank you, Simon.
Inside, evidence of the expanding Paula Abdul brand.
This is something for the kids. I trademark the messages I give to the kids, and it says, be electrifying, create a spark out of life.
She's certainly trying to do just that. There's a new skincare line and perfume in the works, and a new record. But the big question, will the pink dressing room be hers next year? So is your contract, are you up? Is your contract on Idol up at this?
Cynthia, this is my last season under contract.
Does she think Kara could replace her?
I don't think anyone. First of all, Kara says, I can never replace you. And I said, I would, whenever there's change or anything, it's not about replacing anybody. It's about possibly moving on. You know, if this is my last hurrah on Idol, I must say the proudest thing for me is that I'm having the best time of my life.
So do you want to stay on the show or not?
I love the show. I do. I love what I do on the show. It's taken a while for me to get comfortable in my own skin with the show.
8 years, maybe, yeah.
Yeah, finally, on my last year under contract, I'm having the best time of my life.
Paula, you're an inspiration. Thank you.
Can you fix what's broken with your reputation, do you think?
I think I am fixing what has been broken and what has been taken away from me unfairly. Prior to this show, my reputation was that of a girl who grew up in the Valley, that worked hard and made a career for herself, and then I get on the world's greatest show. By the way, it wasn't the world's greatest show. I'm part of the formula that made it the world's greatest show. That I'm proud of. I'm proud of being the wizard behind the curtain that made families gather around.
And for millions of viewers, there is no doubt about that. Late tonight, Paula arranged for me to talk to her internist and rheumatologist, Dr. Daniel Wallace. Dr. Wallace, who's treated Paula for 5 years, said that she suffers from 5 extremely painful conditions, any one of which he says would be enough to sideline most of us. While he says Paula has been given pain medications post-operatively and does take muscle relaxants on a regular basis for muscle spasms, she has never been addicted to pain medicine, nor has she ever been through withdrawal. He says he applauds her for her courage. We'll be right back.